Listen, you're sitting there, scrolling, waiting for life to give you a damn break. But here's the truth. Life doesn't care about your comfort. It doesn't owe you a single second. And the one thing standing in your way, that little voice whispering, "What if I fail?" Yeah? That's fear. The one thing that stops 99% of people from becoming who they were meant to be. You think it's just in your head. Nah, it's real, it's cold, and it's about to get loud. You've been running from it your whole life, dodging discomfort, pretending like it's not there. But I'm here to tell you something. Fear doesn't go away by wishing. Fear goes away when you step right into it. When you face it, stare it down, and crush it under your own will. This isn't a pep talk. This isn't some motivational fluff you're going to forget in 10 minutes. This is the raw, uncut truth. The moment you hear this, it's your chance to stop hiding and start winning. This is your wake-up call. Overcoming fear of failure starts the moment you hear this. It's not going to be easy. Nothing worth doing ever is. Every time you've thought about stepping up, about going after something bigger than yourself, fear crawled in and whispered, "You can't." And you listened. I've been there. Every doubt, every sleepless night thinking I wasn't good enough. Every time my body wanted to quit, my mind wanted to run. But that's the thing. Your fear only has power if you let it. You have to grab it by the throat and show it who's in charge. You are for todia, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Or it will bury you under every excuse, every regret, every what if you've ever had. And you'll look back at your life wondering why you never tried harder, ran faster, pushed further. This is you versus you. No one else is going to fight your battle. And here's the savage truth: most people will never even try. They'll stay soft. They'll stay safe. And that fear, it'll keep feeding them lies. But not you, not today. You're done listening to that whisper. You're done being soft. You think you're tired. You haven't even begun to suffer yet. You think you've faced your limits. You haven't even scratched the surface. Comfort has killed more potential than failure ever will. And I'm not talking about some minor discomfort. I'm talking the kind that breaks you down, makes you question every choice you've ever made. That's where growth lives. That's where power waits. That's where you find the part of yourself that refuses to quit. You're standing at the edge, and the only thing keeping you from jumping into greatness is you. That fear, that hesitation. But here's the deal: when you step into it, when you go through the pain instead of around it, you discover something most people will never know. You discover who you really are. I remember a morning years ago. The sky was dark. The air was biting. I was alone. Everyone else was asleep, warm in their beds, and I had a run I didn't want to. My legs screamed. My lungs burned. My mind screamed, "Stay down. It's too much." But I didn't. I stood up. I ran into the storm. Pain doesn't lie. Pain tells you the truth. And every step I took, every drop of sweat, every second of wanting to quit, that's where I built my armor. That's where I learned that fear of failure is just a shadow. The light comes when you keep moving, when you keep going, when every instinct tells you to stop. Everything you fear is exactly where your strength lies. You're not scared of failure. You're scared of the effort it takes to become more than who you are. The world doesn't respect your dreams. They respect your discipline. They respect the ones who show up when no one's watching. Move, run, suffer, repeat. That's the mantra. You want to live with no regrets? You want to look in the mirror and feel proud? Then stop running from the things that scare you the most. Stop hiding behind excuses. Stop letting fear steal another day of your life. Say it, own it, and mean it. Let that phrase hit your chest like a hammer. Every time doubt rises, hit it back harder. Every time your mind tells you you can't, yell louder. Watch me. This is war, and every morning you roll out of bed. It's a battle for your future. You think discipline is cruel? No. Discipline is freedom. Discipline is the only thing that lets you stare fear in the face and walk away undefeated. Look in the mirror. Do you deserve the life you're asking for, or are you content with comfort? Are you okay letting fear dictate your story? Your future self is waiting. And your future self is not impressed by your hesitation. Every excuse you make, every time you choose easy over hard, that's a debt. And the only way to pay it is to crush fear, step forward, and keep moving. Your identity isn't built on dreams. It's built on actions. Your legacy isn't written in intentions. It's written in pain endured, in nights spent pushing when the world slept, in sweat and blood no one else sees. You weren't made for soft. You were made for the grind. You were made to stare down fear and laugh in its face. And now comes the part most people skip, the part that separates the ones who win from the ones who whine. You got to go deeper. You got to go darker. You got to meet yourself in the quietest, loneliest place and fight the version of you that wants to quit. It's brutal. It's ugly. And it's exactly where greatness is hiding. You don't just step into fear, you leap. You dive headfirst into the unknown. You chase the pain until it bends to your This is your moment, your test, your war. Kiesh Yarfartaudia isn't just a phrase, it's a command. It's the lifeline between mediocrity and mastery. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you gain a piece of yourself most people will never see. You were built in the dark. You were forged in struggle. And now it's your turn. Your time is now. The excuses end here. The hesitation ends here. Fear ends here. You will not let it win. You will not let it define you. You will move. You will suffer. You will rise. This is your year. This is your battle. This is the moment where you finally understand failure is not the enemy. Fear is not the enemy. Your unwillingness to fight is the enemy. And that stops today. You step into the storm. You own the pain. You embrace the grind. And when you do, you realize something incredible. You're untouchable. You're unstoppable. You're beyond what you ever thought possible. You're built for this. You're ready for this. Every ounce of doubt, every sleepless night, every moment you wanted to quit was preparing you for now. Your future self is watching. And every excuse you make today, every hesitation, it's being recorded. So stop holding back. Stop letting fear run the show. Kayusiyar far too do wine. Let it echo in your chest. Let it drive every step, every breath, every heartbeat. You're not here to be safe. You're here to conquer. You're here to endure. You're here to rise. And when you finally step over that line, when you finally face the fear that's haunted you, you'll understand something the weak never will. Strength doesn't come from avoiding failure. Strength comes from staring it down, refusing to back down, and moving forward anyway. You were built in the dark. No, Stay disciplined, stay dangerous, stay beyond the pain line.